Welcome to Wellness Within USA Herb. In this journey, we'll uncover the hidden strength called resilience, the ability to bounce back from life's challenges. Imagine facing setbacks, failures, or emotional storms, yet rising stronger each time. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience is not an inborn trait, it's a skill you can cultivate, sharpen, and master. This video will guide you step by step into understanding resilience, its science, and its role in transforming chaos into clarity. Seedling Introduction. Life is unpredictable. One moment everything feels stable, and the next, a storm arrives, loss, rejection, illness, or failure. Some people collapse under pressure, while others rise stronger. What makes the difference? The answer is resilience. Resilience is the invisible armor that allows you to withstand adversity, recover from setbacks, and keep moving forward. It doesn't mean avoiding pain, it means facing pain with courage and learning from it. The thrill lies in discovering that resilience is not about being unbreakable, it's about being flexible enough to bend without breaking. Brain. The science of resilience. Resilience is deeply connected to the brain and body. Neuroplasticity, the brain rewires itself after challenges. Resilience strengthens these pathways, making recovery faster. Stress response, resilient people regulate cortisol better, staying calmer under pressure. Emotional regulation, resilience helps balance emotions, preventing overwhelm. Research insight, studies from the American Psychological Association show that resilient individuals report higher life satisfaction and lower depression rates. Performing arts. Suspense element, the hidden strength. The hidden strength of resilience is that it often reveals itself only in adversity. You don't know how strong you are until life tests you. The suspense lies in realizing that every setback is secretly an opportunity to grow stronger. Open book. Case example. Consider Ali, a young entrepreneur. His first business failed, leaving him in debt. Instead of giving up, he studied his mistakes, built new strategies, and launched again. Within 2 years, his second business thrived. His resilience didn't erase failure, but it transformed failure into a stepping stone. Hammer and wrench. Core elements of resilience. Self-awareness, recognizing emotions during stress. Optimism, believing challenges can be overcome. Adaptability, adjusting strategies when plans fail. Support systems, leaning on family, friends, or mentors. Purpose, having a clear why that fuels persistence. Suspense builds as you realize resilience is not one skill but a combination of habits that create strength. Globe with meridians. Why resilience matters. Resilience is not just about survival, it's about thriving. Workplace, resilient employees handle pressure better and innovate more. Relationships, resilient couples recover faster from conflicts. Health, resilience improves immunity and speeds recovery from illness. Thrill element, imagine facing rejection but using it as fuel to grow. That's resilience in action. Crystal ball. Lifelong impact. Resilience is not a one-time skill, it's a lifelong journey. Each challenge you face becomes training for the next. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience doesn't just help you bounce back, it helps you bounce forward, stronger than before. Mindful breathing in chaos. Resilience begins with the ability to stay calm in storms. Mindful breathing is the simplest yet most powerful tool. Practice. In stressful moments, inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Suspense element, at first, it feels ordinary. But slowly, you notice your heartbeat slowing, your mind clearing. Science, breathing regulates the nervous system, lowering cortisol and restoring balance. Example, a student facing exam panic practiced mindful breathing before entering the hall. Instead of freezing, he performed with clarity. Notebook practice. 2, journaling setbacks. Writing transforms pain into lessons. Practice, each night, write about one challenge you faced and what you learned. Suspense element, the thrill lies in discovering hidden strengths you didn't know existed. Science, journaling rewires the brain to focus on growth instead of failure. Case study, a young athlete injured during training journaled daily about his recovery. Within months, he not only healed but developed mental toughness that carried him to victory. Busts in silhouette. Practice. 3, building support systems. Resilience thrives in connection. Practice, identify 3 people you can lean on during stress: friends, mentors, family. Suspense element, the thrill lies in realizing resilience is not about standing alone, but rising together. Science, social support reduces stress hormones and increases recovery speed. Example, a single mother relied on her community during financial struggles. Their support gave her strength to rebuild her life. Brain. Practice. 4, reframing challenges. Resilient people don't see problems as dead ends, they see them as detours. Practice: when facing setbacks, ask, "What is this teaching me?" Suspense element: the thrill lies in realizing that every obstacle carries a hidden gift. Science: cognitive reframing strengthens optimism and problem-solving skills. Case example: a businessman reframed a failed deal as a lesson in negotiation. His next deal succeeded because of insights gained from failure. Lightbulb practice 5: setting micro-goals. Resilience grows when big challenges are broken into small steps. Practice: divide overwhelming tasks into micro-goals. Celebrate each small win. Suspense element: the thrill lies in realizing progress is happening even when the mountain feels too high. Science: micro-goals activate dopamine, motivating persistence. Example: a patient recovering from surgery set daily walking goals. Each step became a victory, building resilience day by day. Open book real-life story. Consider Ahmed, a teacher overwhelmed by workload and family responsibilities. By practicing mindful breathing, journaling, and reframing challenges, he noticed his stress decrease. His resilience didn't erase problems, but it gave him strength to face them with clarity. Globe with Meridian's lifelong impact. Daily resilience practices are not quick fixes. They are seeds planted in the mind. With consistency, they grow into courage, adaptability, and wisdom. The suspense lies in discovering that resilience is built one small step at a time. Psychological shifts through resilience. As daily practices of mindful breathing, journaling, and reframing challenges become consistent, something extraordinary begins to happen. Stress that once felt overwhelming starts to lose its grip. Reduced anxiety and stress: resilient individuals report lower cortisol levels, meaning they stay calmer under pressure. Emotional regulation: instead of reacting impulsively, they respond thoughtfully. Resilience in identity: setbacks no longer define them, they become lessons. Suspense element: imagine standing in the middle of chaos, deadlines, arguments, noise, yet feeling calm, as if time itself slowed down. That's the thrill resilience brings. Briefcase practical impact in daily life. Resilience doesn't remain confined to personal reflection, it spills into every aspect of life. Workplace: teams led by resilient managers report higher productivity and fewer conflicts. Relationships: couples who practice resilience recover faster from conflicts. Health: emotional regulation improves sleep, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens immunity. Research insight: a University of Pennsylvania study found that resilient people recover from trauma faster and report higher life satisfaction. Performing arts suspense element: the hidden shift. At first, resilience feels like effort, breathing exercises, journaling, reframing. But then, subtle changes appear. You pause naturally before reacting. You notice opportunities in setbacks. You feel connected to the present moment. The thrill lies in realizing that transformation is happening quietly, beneath the surface, like roots growing deep before a tree blossoms. Globe with Meridian social ripple effect. Resilience doesn't just change individuals, it changes communities. Schools: resilience programs reduce bullying and improve focus. Hospitals: patients practicing resilience recover faster. Workplaces: teams with resilience culture innovate more and burn out less. Suspense builds when you realize resilience could be the hidden key to a more compassionate society. Open book case example. Consider Adil, a corporate manager. His team faced constant deadlines and conflicts. By practicing resilience, reframing challenges and building support systems, he noticed morale improve, meetings became calmer, and conflicts resolved faster. The thrill was not just his transformation, but the ripple effect on everyone around him. Crystal ball long-term transformation. Resilience doesn't just change moods, it changes identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who rises after setbacks, adapts to challenges, and inspires others. Identity shift: you no longer define yourself by failure. Leadership growth: you lead with courage and adaptability. Community impact: your resilience sparks transformation in those around you. Suspense lies in realizing that resilience is contagious, your practice inspires others to grow stronger. Glowing star: the resilience paradox. Here's the paradox: resilience doesn't erase problems. Deadlines, conflicts, and crises will still exist. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience changes how you experience those problems. Stressful events lose their power, and strength becomes your default state. Open book real-life story. Sana, a nurse, faced exhausting shifts. By practicing resilience, mindful breathing, journaling, and leaning on her support system, she noticed reduced burnout and deeper patient trust. The thrill was not just her recovery, but the healing environment she created for others. Globe with Meridian's future of resilience. Technology is now part of resilience transformation. Apps, guided journaling makes resilience practice accessible. Virtual retreats, online communities support global resilience growth. AI tools, personalized resilience journeys track progress. Suspense lies in imagining a future where resilience is as common as physical exercise, a global movement toward emotional wellness. Glowing Star Lifelong Journey. Resilience mastery is not about escaping challenges. It's about living fully, with awareness, adaptability, and courage. The ultimate suspense lies in discovering that strength was never outside you, it was hidden within, waiting to be uncovered. Advanced practices for resilience mastery. Once the basics of mindful breathing, journaling, and reframing challenges become natural, resilience can be taken to deeper levels. Mindful reflection, spend 10 minutes daily reviewing emotional responses. Ask, did I react or respond? Perspective shifting, consciously view situations from multiple angles. Suspense lies in realizing how differently events appear when seen through another's eyes. Silent observation, practice observing emotions without judgment. Like clouds passing in the sky, feelings come and go. Compassion training, extend empathy beyond loved ones, to strangers, colleagues, even those you disagree with. Case example, a leader practicing perspective shifting discovered that conflicts with employees weren't about defiance but about fear. This insight transformed his leadership style. Brain long-term benefits. Resilience mastery reshapes identity, health, and relationships. Resilience in identity, you begin to see yourself as someone who rises after setbacks. Health, resilience lowers blood pressure, strengthens immunity, and improves sleep quality. Relationships, long-term resilience deepens trust, intimacy, and cooperation. Leadership, leaders with high resilience inspire loyalty and innovation. Research insight, a Stanford study found that executives with high resilience achieved 20% higher team performance compared to those relying solely on technical skills. Performing arts suspense element, the ultimate twist. Here's the twist, resilience doesn't erase challenges. Deadlines, conflicts, and crises will still exist. The suspense lies in realizing that resilience changes how you experience those challenges. Stressful events lose their power, and strength becomes your default state. Globe with Meridian's resilience as a lifestyle. Mastery means resilience is no longer a practice you do, it becomes who you are. At work, you lead with clarity and adaptability. At home, you listen deeply, creating stronger bonds. In society, you contribute to a calmer, more compassionate world. Suspense builds when you realize resilience could be the hidden key to transforming not just individuals, but entire communities. Open book case example. Fatima, a doctor, faced constant emergencies. By integrating resilience into her daily routine, mindful breathing before surgeries, empathy with patients, gratitude notes for colleagues, she noticed reduced burnout and deeper patient trust. The thrill was not just her recovery, but the ripple effect on her hospital environment. Crystal ball future of resilience. Technology is now part of resilience mastery. Apps, guided journaling and mindfulness tools make resilience practice accessible. Virtual retreats, online communities support global resilience growth. AI tools, personalized resilience journeys track progress and provide feedback. Suspense lies in imagining a future where resilience is as common as physical exercise, a global movement toward emotional wellness. Glowing Star Lifelong Journey. Resilience mastery is not about escaping challenges. It's about living fully, with awareness, adaptability, and courage. The ultimate suspense lies in discovering that strength was never outside you, it was hidden within, waiting to be uncovered. With advanced practices, long-term benefits, and lifestyle integration, resilience becomes a lifelong journey. Stress will always exist, but with mastery, you can always find calm in chaos.